Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 running on PlayStation 5. I know it's been a little while since we played this game. All these other games kind of came out in the middle. And of course my backlog is only getting bigger and bigger. I mean, I may not be able to play this game much more, really, because I get stuck so often. Okay, so what's my casebook now? Am I doing Mother's Love now? I try to remember that we had a hidden treasure somewhere in our room. He dares me to find it. I found the item and won the game. Or maybe I'm trying to do one of these. Soldier Sesame, the traitor punched me in the face and broke my glasses. It was my only pair. The Ottoman scum hate us all. How long do we have to put up with them? Stolen violin. Let's see. Tales of an Empty House. Soon after we left Cordona, some of our managed furniture was sold at a public auction. It seems unlikely, but perhaps we can locate what was lost among the wares of the local traders. Walk through City Hall Square has unleashed an old memory. John insists that I can concentrate to recall it. Let's see, these walls hold a lot of secrets, including one of ours. John gave me a hint how to recall what happened here, and I can't ignore it. The memory began in Old City when we walked along Bazaar Road past the ruins of Fortress Hollow Spirit. Back then, we found something, and John claimed to have a plan for it. Well, we can do this one. There's some clues here. This is all the testimony. I thought we had another case that we were working on. I mean, we solved Gilded Cage, didn't we? So why is it still here? Why is it not solved? Paul Perks is an egotist with no regard for the lives of others. Yeah, I thought that was it. Was there something else to it? Keep saying something about the Mind Palace. I mean, I'm not going to execute Goliath, that's for sure. It's not Goliath's fault that he was abused.
I don't feel safe with that beast back here.
Let's see, was the elephant shot before or after Theodore's death? Does it matter? Let's see, I found a dart lodged in glass side. There's a faint trace of an unknown substance in it. There were traces of strychnine inside of it. The amount could kill a human, but it was not enough to topple such a large animal. Instead, it most likely aggravated the elephant, causing a fit of rage and burst of strength. Was the elephant shot before or after Theodore's death? Does it matter?
I don't feel safe with that beast back here.
I mean, just don't go down there then. Oh, we got some Some reflection mapping going on there. Why does it keep going on about the Mind Palace? My imaginary friend John has been my friend since childhood. I can't remember a time without him. He cannot accept that only I can see him. While there are no records about my mother's death, we had a family friend on Cordona. He may know something. Mycroft lied. Mycroft hid the truth about the death of our mother and lied when he told me that she died of tuberculosis. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is why I stopped playing. Look at this. It's confusing. What am I supposed to do now? Bazookaology trilogy. Is this what I have to finish? Is this what it's asking me to do? I mean, do I need to look at the... It's acting like I didn't solve the case, but I did come to a conclusion. I mean, is there something else I'm missing? I don't understand why it's warning me about the Mind Palace.
Want to talk about the elephant in the yard?
An amount of attention that most can only dream of. Destruction and trampled ground.
Why are you complaining, Mind Palace? What do you want me to do? Do I have to go find Paul? Is that the idea? I really don't understand. See, the only problem with a game like this is that there are times, or at least with me, where I have to consult a walkthrough, and I have to say that the walkthroughs for this game, because there's so many different variables, like you can reach all sorts of different conclusions in this game, and you do have the choice of what happens. Ultimately, it means that walkthroughs of this game are like super messy.
Did it feel good killing Theodore Gilden after the humiliation and threats?
What? I thought you were blaming Goliath for that.
No, I think you killed Theodore Gilden. Goliath is, unfortunately, a victim of circumstance.
I'm far better than to kill Gilden. Believe me.
You were at the crime scene?
You were at the crime scene at the precise moment when Gilden died.
I was not. I was visiting the doctor after the attack on me.
Ah, of course, where no one saw you. That's an inconvenience. But in any case, the person who was there met the rage of the elephant. One was struck by the gate with such impact that they were thrown into the shed. The knife fell out. The bruises on your elbow match the contour of the hole in the shed.
But I told you where my bruises came from.
And I heard you, but you didn't catch my words. A bosun's knife was found there, a very specific tool commonly used in your field.
That's only your assumption. I was never there. I mean, I was, but not when this happened.
I found your dart.
You see, I managed to capture the elephant. Goliath had a dart stuck in his hide, similar to the ones that you used to kill rodents. My guess is that you used Goliath. A dart can kill a mouse or human, but for an elephant it's not enough. Strychnine is a powerful stimulant and convulsant. Once the drug was in the bloodstream, Goliath became extremely agitated and so blinded by the flow of energy that he killed his owner.
And my dart is responsible for that. I'd rather use my hands.
Yes, there would have been fewer variables, but after the attack on you, your condition didn't allow for a direct confrontation. So, you used what you had.
That's not what happened. Anyone might have the same set of darts as I do. They're not expensive.
But not everyone knew Theodore and had access to his property.
I understand why you killed him.
I can understand why you killed Mr. Gilden. He saw you with his daughter. He checked up on you, yachtsman, smuggler, and a woman. He went so far as to hire some thugs to attack you. Theodore knew your weakness, your career. He forced you into a corner. You're a survivor. You were prepared for the worst, but Theodore surpassed even your worst-case scenario. So you responded accordingly.
I've earned everything myself. Every victory, every trophy, every mangir. I achieved all of it without murder. I don't need to kill in order to win.
And you weren't afraid that he would reveal your secret to the owner of the yacht club or your competitors?
I can control my fear. Trust me, I wouldn't have become a professional athlete otherwise.
Sorry, I don't want to kill the elephant.
I revealed many truths and lies concerning Gilden. One banal fact is that he was a bitter and angry man who acted according to his own desires and impulses. Such people are dangerous, they are unpredictable, and value their own comfort more than anything and anyone. The same as you, Paul.
Are you out of your mind?
You're a gambler, smuggler, and actor. You indulge your self-importance. Such egocentricity and impulsivity is frightening. I won't allow you to play with someone else's life. You are under arrest.
Wait. At least tell Imogen. Tell her where I am.
I think she deserves a space without you. I've heard you can gamble on racing in prison, only it's rat racing. No yachts. Goodbye, Paul.
Why did you pick my Paul? Out of all the people on this island. Just when I needed someone I could rely on.
Believe me, I saved you. I found the true murderer. Would you really choose to live with the person who took your father's life?
You took away the pillar I was relying on. Paul was my only hope. You've destroyed it.
It was Paul who destroyed it, not me. I was merely the fact-checker who discovered the real culprit. And now about that elephant.
Oh yes, Goliath. You did nothing about it. I had to deal with it. Fortunately, there was a real man wanting to help me. He agreed to buy Goliath and relocate him to his property.
I suppose I must congratulate you.
I'd rather you leave. But first, here are my father's belongings. Some of them have information about your mother. Take them and leave me be.
I appreciate it, Miss Gilden. I assure you, I only wanted to find the true perpetrator.
Perhaps. Or perhaps you found a convenient scapegoat. Goodbye.
I truly hope you meet more honest people in the future. Take care.
Yeah, what an interesting conclusion. Of course, they make it sound like you made the wrong decision, but I'm sure if we would have picked it the other way around, it would have sounded like the wrong conclusion too. So, I mean, the game is very even-handed in how it, distributes its justice. Letter from Violet to Theodore Gilden. My dear Theodore, you know I value our friendship more than most other bonds. We share the same restless soul, and your acceptance and support in trying times has been a blessing. I'm endlessly grateful for the turn of fate that saw Seeger and I join the same expedition as you. It changed my life for the better. Nevertheless, I am not blind, nor a hypocrite. I know that your feelings towards me have deepened. Forgive me, Theodore, but I do not feel as you do. I must spare you the pain of one-sided love before it's too late. Please see enclosed the necklace you so thoughtfully gifted in remembrance of our adventure together. I cannot in good conscience continue to wear it. I know this letter will cause you such hurt, and for that I can but apologize deeply. Yet my heart is with Seeger, who is still unaware of your desires. If this sees the end of our friendship, I will understand, but I truly hope we can continue to share the conversations, collaborations, and kindnesses that that have brought me such joy all these years. Yours respectfully, Violet.
My mother always wore this around her neck until one day it disappeared. I was wondering where it went. She said it was a birthday present from a good friend. I just had another glimpse of a memory, John. It's fuzzy, but I'm sure it happens somewhere in the manor.
Finally moving forward. Shall we go?
Which way? Is it this way? That's what I get for not playing the game for so long. I forgot the last thing we did was got to the conclusion of our case. I was like, what is it asking me for? I thought we got everything done. No, I had to go find the perpetrator and arrest him.
You know, I envy you, Sherry. You can talk to other people and they won't ignore you.
And I envy you. You can ignore any person you're bored with. You don't miss out on much. Most men are dull, unlike yourself.
Well, I'm flattered.
Okay, was there a mirror somewhere? Ah, here's the mirror.
Need to repeat this one day, but with bullets.
Coal dust from Miner's End, sandy dirt from the old city. We scoured the island top to bottom for these soil samples.
The first chemical laboratory I ever made. I almost miss its elegant simplicity.
Here's the mirror.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
There was a key. Key somewhere. I saw someone hide a key in a pocket and closing a door with a woman's silhouette behind it. Yeah, that's this.
I had a surprise for my mother. I was holding an ancient Greek vase, or rather, quite a big piece of it. You had a shovel with you, John. I remember now. We dug up the vase from Greek ruins here on Cordona, and were eager to show my mother right away. For some reason, the door was closed. We knocked.
But nobody answered. We thought that she was busy.
So we left the vase and ran downstairs. I decided to gather some archaeological tools in order to take a closer look at the vase.
But then we heard something, didn't we?
Yes. It came from upstairs.
The vase was broken, shards scattered all over the floor. And your mother was standing at the door.
Indeed, John. I doubt it was her. Let me concentrate. Otto Richter was standing there, furious at us. Dr. Richter told us never to disturb my mother when the door is closed. He said she had broken the vase.
But we didn't believe him. I bet he smashed it. Her things are still here.
Presumably Mycroft never felt the need to sort through it all.
Or couldn't bring himself to.
No. He would have put it behind him and moved on. My brother is not one for sentimentality.
Look what I found. The White King is under attack. Sherry, can you save him and checkmate the opponent in one move? You're not obliged to be here, Sherry. We can leave any time you want.
Looks like it was damaged by a blunt object. This room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench. And here is the reason. this room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench. And here is the reason. This picture was drawn by my mother. I recognize her hand. There's a date on it, 8th of December, 1868. This seems a bit odd. I can recognize my mother's style, but it's far too sloppy. Dated 12th of February, 1869. It's difficult to tell what this is meant to represent. There's no date at all.
Either she is slowly losing her mind, or I guess that's the implication.
Straps on the bed. Just doesn't look right.
So the doctor was giving her treatments that was driving her mad. Potassium bromide.
Seems this was the most frequently used medication. 1 dram dissolved in a glass of water, administered daily. Not to exceed 1 dose in 24 hours, not to be given to children.
February 1869, from Violet to Seeger. My gentle Seeger, alas, I am still yet to receive any correspondence from you. One presumes my previous letters are chasing you around the continent as you travel. I hope you are in good health and already on your way home. Forgive me my impatience, but life without your kind voice and bright eyes is scarcely worth living. The boys need their father around too. I can tell that they miss you, though, as you well know, Mycroft is not one to wear his heart on his sleeve. In case my prior letters have been lost, know that we have relocated to Cordona. Please come back soon. Forever yours, Violet, February 1869.
Oh, I would love to take a bath right now.
Not this one. Surface corrosion suggests it was prone to extreme temperature fluctuations. For medical purposes, I suppose.
Why did I hear that? Seeger Holmes' obituary in the Times, London, August 21st, 1865. Mr. Seeger Mullen Holmes, renowned archaeologist, authenticator, and historian, is dead. A mere 41 years of age, he was seized by a cardiac event during the opera at the Covent Garden Theatre on Saturday. Despite a physician's best efforts, he remained insensible and died at 20 minutes past 6 o'clock at last evening. His sudden end came as a severe shock to the large circle of acquaintances. Mr. Holmes is survived by his wife Violet and 2 sons, Mycroft, 16, and Sherlock, 6. Funeral services will be held Wednesday at the Highgate Cemetery of St. James by Reverend W.E. Stanley.
It's a strange feeling to read about my father's death in the newspaper. I can't recall anything except the deep feeling of loss.
You were too young. It happened before we even met. It's so sad. I'm sorry.
An old sheet of paper, March 25th, 1869, examination notes of Dr. Otto Richter. Over the last few months, I have asked Mrs. Holmes to sketch some landscapes. The first few were clear and accurate, but subsequent drawings quickly drifted away from reality. It appears her disease progresses rapidly and perhaps even affects her vision. I may need to consider trepanation.
Do you think the doctor could have used these tools here? I hope not. Do you think the doctor could have used these tools here? I hope not.
Observational Journal. Observation of Mrs. Violet Holmes, Dr. Otto Richter, 19th of May, 1868. Initial consultation revealed the patient suffers from sleep problems, periods of anxiety, and slight confusion of memories. Prescribed a strong sedative to be administered daily and will continue to monitor symptoms. 3rd of August, 1868. Sedation has helped minimize anxiety attacks, but Mrs. Holmes now experiences catatonia, apathy, and prolonged depressive states. Moreover, the patient's confusion has worsened, and she has begun writing letters to her deceased husband as if he were alive. I have prescribed 6 further drugs to balance her mental state and weekly hydrotherapy. 27th of November, 1868. The current drug regimen has delivered middling results, with confusion worsening into near-constant delusions. Patient grows aggravated when these beliefs are contradicted, prompting aggressive behavior. I have now witnessed several episodes of violence against her own family and towards herself. Consequently, I ordered that bars be installed on the windows and that Mrs. Holmes be strapped to her bed at night. The dosage of all medications has been raised. I have prescribed the patient additional hypnotherapy sessions as well as some mild hallucinogens.
No labels. I doubt it ever had one. There appear to be residues of the bottle's contents at the bottom. Oh, it brings back some memories.
Okay. Closed door. Sherlock's mother often mentioned her fascination with the ancient Greek ruins located on Cordona. One day, we decided to surprise her, so took a shovel to the ruins and uncovered a nearly intact Greek vase. We wanted to show her what we had found immediately. For some reason, the door to Mrs. Holmes' room was closed when we returned. We knocked, but nobody answered, so we left the vase near the door and retreated downstairs. Sherry wanted to get some archaeological tools in order to take a closer look at the artifact. Alas, it was not meant to be, as the manor echoed with the sound of shattering ceramic. We scurried upstairs to discover the vase broken, vase broken, shards scattered all over the floor. Otto Richter was standing there with the door open. He was very angry with us. Dr. Richter told us to never disturb Sherlock's mother when the door was closed. He claimed that she broke our vase in an outburst, but we didn't believe him. I bet he was the one who broke it. Let's see, we got the letters. Yeah. Memories of the manor. A match started long ago. John dares me to play chess with him. The white knight is under attack. I need to save him and checkmate the opponent in one turn. John's figures are black. Morning mania. After examining my mother's room, I started remembering a chaotic morning together. Almost empty bottle. A bottle containing the remnants of an unknown substance. It is slightly closed and lacks any label. Oh, do I not know what it is? I need 3 atom for... and minus for blue. Well, this is -2. What else is going to give me a -2? Nothing else I have is -2. Green -5. Do I need to find another element somewhere? That's 3 plus 3. This is also minus. Oh, no, that's the same one. It's going to be 5 minus 2 if I do that. So I need something that's -3 for red, or -2 for red, and -2 for blue. There's nothing. I have nothing that's -2 for blue besides this one. But I need another one that's -2 for blue. Okay. Again, do I need to find additional reagents or what? Or maybe I use this? What's this? This is -2 plus 3. But if I use this, it becomes -3. Okay, maybe I don't want that one. I want this one. Now I'm -1, -3. So now, now I need +1, +1. Or I could do this. That'll give me -4. Let's see, I need 3 red though. This is okay, so if I have this, which is 1 and 3. It's -1, -3. then this makes this -5. Right, if I do this. Oh no, that's just one conversion. That's 1-to-1, huh? Okay, I am not sure how I'm going to reach this conclusion. Okay, so here it's saying I need to swap this. This to go here. That needs to go there. So then I have -3. Then this can be... That's not right. Oh, I think I'm missing a chemical operation. Yeah, I need to have 3 of these. I only have 2. Why is that? Oh, I'm supposed to have way more chemical reactions. Yeah, I'm missing a bunch of chemical... I'm missing a bunch of operations. Why is that? Why am I missing a bunch?
Looks like it was damaged by a blunt object. This room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench. And here is the reason. Bars covering the windows from the inside.
Got that.
You're not obliged to be here, Sherry. We can leave any time you want. Oh, nice move. You saved the king and checkmated the Black King with the rook.
Broken plate.
Broken plate shards were all over the floor. Mycroft had to change his suit as the one he was wearing was completely stained. Mother was troubled that morning. Something we did upset her. Dr. Richter tried to calm her down. We had to put the tray with Mother's morning tea down, but why? It's starting to ring a bell. I think it happened in the morning.
don't believe you! Liars! Get away from me! It's not true! It's not real!
What?
Oh. Everything will be okay, Sherry. I promise.
It was the morning of the 9th of April, the day my mother died.
The 9th of April started off badly. My mother was anxious, then hysterical. She threw food and shouted at the doctor, calling him a liar. John and I brought her morning tea, but when the shouts started, I became scared. The only thing I could think to do was hide near the bed and wait for everything to pass. Thankfully, John was there to protect me and calm me down.
My mother, she was not just ill, but mad. God have mercy.
I'm sorry. That explains why you locked the memory away.
There must be more, John. That was the morning of her death. I need to know what happened.
Every time you... I just don't... Please, Sherry, leave it be.
Just breathe, John. You know that I cannot leave the last stone unturned. We are so close.
I know. But can we at least leave it for another day?
Of course.
Well, history tells us these memories are triggered by our investigation of other matters. I suspect it could not be forced even if I so desired.
Thank you. How are you feeling about all this? Tell me, I'm not the only one reeling.
I'm alright.
In the end, little has changed. My mother was still unwell, just not with tuberculosis. What I do not yet understand is why Mycroft lied about it. There are precious few pieces of this puzzle remaining, John. Let us dawdle here no longer.
Indeed. Wait, did you hear that?
Yes. Metallic salts. What is this sailor doing here?
Sherlock Holmes, isn't it? I was looking for you.
Greetings.
With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
You can call me your new game. The rules are simple. I have something for you, but you alone must work out what that is.
And that something is my prize, I suppose?
You're a fast learner, sir.
Observe. So you painted recently pink paint in hair. Sailor uniform, old and shabby. Unblemished hands, no signs of hard physical work. So you're not really a sailor. Holding something square-shaped. The sailor came to my house declaring that he was my new game. His hand showed no sign of regular physical activity, no corns, no rough skin, but owing to the fact that he had an old worn-out uniform, I assumed he is still in service. He had a drop of pink paint in his hair, which led me to believe that he is somehow involved in the art sphere. So he is an artist disguised as a sailor. A man dressed as a sailor came to my house declaring he was my new game. Let's see. His hands showed no sign of regular or physical activity, no corns, no rough skin, which is at odds with his mariner's outfit. Few artists know my name or where I live. Artist disguised as a sailor. Few artists know my name or where I live, so Vogel best fits the role of the game master. Considering the tiny square-shaped object in the fake sailor's pocket, I deduced he was employed at Vogel's art gallery, and the real reason for his visit was to pass me an invitation.
I cannot believe that Mr. Vogel has somehow successfully called my attention to his gallery. You're here with an invitation to visit it, obviously.
My word, you are fast, Mr. Holmes. Could you explain how you came to that conclusion?
Of course. Explanations are my favorite part of any conversation. Hands without any sign of regular physical activity, in contradiction to one who would most usually wear such a uniform. The paint in your hair is pink. I don't know of any military service that paints their ships pink, unless they have launched a new fashionable fleet. A sailor with the soul of an artist? I would suggest rather a gallery employee disguised as a sailor to mislead me. How many artists on the island know where I live and of my passion for deduction? Werner Vogel is clearly at the top of the list. And you've been attempting to conceal something square-shaped within your pocket. An invitation, I suppose. An invitation to Mr. Vogel's gallery.
That was remarkable, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Vogel was right about your genius. I think he may have even underestimated you. This is your invitation. Please tell Mr. Vogel that the seed has been planted. He asked me to tell you to do so, if you win this little game. Farewell.
Vogel's art gallery invitation. My dear Sherlock Holmes, as you no doubt have already guessed, I would like to invite you to experience my art exhibition, not only for the purpose of the contemplation of beauty, but in a more general need of your genius. You will find the gallery at the Caravanserai, at the crossroads of Bazaar Road and Hermes Avenue in Old City. Always your friend, VV. Is he really my friend, though? I seriously doubt it. Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is Audap. You've been watching Sherlock Holmes, Chapter 1. I know, it took a while to get back into it, but yeah, I do find this game intriguing. It's just some of the puzzles are very, very difficult for me to wrap my head around, you know, and I have a very limited brain capacity. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.